Hello everyone, welcome to your physics concept class, and our today's topic is equations of motion. As we already know that about the motion, what is the motion? An object is said to be in motion when it's change its position with respect to its surrounding in a given time. It's very simple. If this motion is along a straight line, so the four quantity can represent the whole motion. What are the four quantities? One of them is displacement, other one is the velocity, the next one is time, and the next is acceleration. So displacement, velocity, time and acceleration, these are the four quantity which are needed to represent a motion of a body. If the motion is along a straight line, then the distance covered by a body and the displacement of the body in a given time is same. So we have three relations in these quantities: displacement, velocity, time and acceleration, named as the equations of motion. So today we are going to derive the formula for the equations of motion along a straight line, and be with me till the end of the class. So first of all, let me have the symbols of the four quantities in the equation. So in the equation, F is displacement, T is time, A acceleration, V final velocity, U initial velocity. Initial velocity is that from which the motion starts, and the final velocity is that with which the motion finished. Okay, so these are the four quantities: displacement, time, acceleration, and these two velocity, initial and final. A relation which relates these four quantities is called the equation of motion. So we have three relations named as the equations of motion. So let me derive them one by two methods: by simple method and by the method of calculus, which is the branch of mathematics. So we already discussed about that calculus, integral calculus or differential calculus in our last classes. So in this particular class, we are going to find out the relations between these four quantities. Okay, so first relation named as the displacement time relation. Okay, so first method, we have the acceleration A of a body is given by V minus U upon T. The rate of change of velocity with respect to time is called acceleration. You already know that. So final velocity is V, initial velocity is U, and the time in which the velocity changes from U to V is T. Then we can write the acceleration is equals to final minus initial velocity divided by time. By cross multiplying, we have AT equals to B minus U. By managing it, we can write B equals to U plus AT. This relation is the velocity time relation and called the first equation of motion. This is the first method to find out, and the second method. By calculus. So in the differential form, we know that the acceleration can be represented such as that A equals to dV by dt in the differential form, By cross multiplying we can write it dv equals to a dt. Okay, so as we know that due to this acceleration the velocity of body can change. Let the velocity changes from u to v, then we have to integrate this term. Okay, let the velocity changes from u to v, then on integrating we have the integration limit u to v equals to a dt. The time is changed from 0 to t. 0 from where the motion is started, t at where the motion finished. Okay, now we can integrate it. What is the formula of integration? Integration of dx is x, that is integration of dv is v, but we have the limits u to v equals to, here a is the uniform acceleration, so it is taken out from the integration, and integration of dt is t, and also we have a limit 0 to t. So we can write here according to formula, the upper limit replaces by the function, that is v, minus the lower limit replaces by the function u equals to a t minus 0. So properly it can be written as v minus u equals to a t, then v equals to u plus a t. Again, this is the first equation. So these are the two processes to find out the first relation or the first equation of motion, named as the velocity time relation. Okay, so these two equations by the simple method, by the calculus. So you can note down these two derivations by pausing the screen. Okay, now our next relation is displacement time relation. So displacement time equation. If f be the displacement, then we should be remind this term. Here the velocity changes from u to v, so we cannot calculate the displacement directly as the velocity into time. We have to find out the average velocity. Okay, so the displacement f can be written as the average velocity. If initially is u and finally v, then divided by 2, this is the average velocity into the time. From the first relation we know that b equals to u plus at, so we can replace it, replace b by this term right hand side, u plus at divided by 2 and t. On solving we have 2u, t is outside, and this is a t square divided by 2. Now we can write this 2 is cancelled. From this the first term is ut, the second term is 1 upon 2 at square. This is the displacement time relation by first method. Okay, now the second method, y calculus. Okay, now we write here, we know that the velocity is given by displacement upon time, and in differential form it is v equals to df by dt. Okay, by cross multiplying we have df equals to v dt, and because again v equals to u plus at, so we can write here df equals to v replaced by u plus at, and dt. Now on integrating this, integration of df, integration of u plus at dt, it can be written as integration df, the first term is u dt plus the second term is at dt. The integration of df is f, the u is taken outside, initial velocity is fixed, the integration of dt is t plus the a is taken outside because it is uniform, and integration of t dt. So as the formula of integration, x to the power n dx is equals to x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So using this formula here, t to the power 1 plus 1 means t square divided by 1 plus 1 means 2. So this is at square upon 2. Finally it can be write as f equals to ut plus half at square. This is once again, this is the second equation of motion. So it can be write as the second equation. This is also the second equation. This is by the calculus method and this is by the simple method. Okay. Once again you can note down these two derivations and these two equations by pausing the screen and by playing the video again and again. Now we are moving towards our next derivation, that is the third equation of motion. Okay. Now we are moving towards our next equation. The next equation is displacement velocity relation. Displacement velocity relation. So by first method, we have from the first equation of motion b equals to u plus at. Okay. Let me square it on both the sides. Squaring on both the sides, then it is v square and here u plus at whole half square. By opening this, b square equals to u square plus a square t square and 2u at. So first term is similar. Now we taken 2a as a common in these two terms. Okay. Let me clear one thing. What is the meaning of common in mathematics? The common means simply divide, like this. If we have term ab plus bc, you can write by taking the b common, a plus c. But if we have the term AD plus PQ and we want to take the common P here, okay? आप में कुछ कंफ्यूज हो गए होंगे कि यहाँ तो V कॉमन लग रहा था बट यहाँ तो कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं लग रहा है, फिर ये कॉमन कैसे ले लिया? तो लेट मी क्लियर व्हाट डज इट मीन. कॉमन का मीनिंग मैथमेटिक्स में क्या है? कॉमन मीन सिंपली डिवाइड. जिस टर्म को आपने कॉमन लिया है उस टर्म से आपको अदर टर्म्स को डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. जैसे यहाँ भी आपने वही किया है, आपने V कॉमन लिया था तो पहले ए वी को बी से डिवाइड किया तो v कैंसिल हो गया, a बच गया ब्रैकेट में प्लस, फिर आपने बी सी को b से डिवाइड किया, v कैंसिल हो गया, c बच गया. सेम है ठीक, p हमने कॉमन ले लिया तो यहाँ टर्म होगा ए डी अपॉन पी, इसका मीनिंग ये हुआ. और यहाँ p कॉमन लिया है तो p एंड p कैंसिल आउट, डिवाइड करेंगे तो q अपॉन एफ क्यू. ओके, तो फिफ्थ तो कॉमन मीन्स दिस. क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप कंफ्यूज हो सकते थे कि दोनों में a तो दिख रहा है बट 2 कॉमन नहीं दिख रहा है, तो हमने 2a कॉमन लिया है. और ये एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस के थ्रू है, क्यों है वो अभी आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा. 2a इज कॉमन, देन व्हेन वी डिवाइड दिस a स्क्वायर t स्क्वायर बाई 2a वी हैव 1 अपॉन at स्क्वायर प्लस here 2 is cancel, a is cancel, this term is at. We know that because from the second equation f equals to ut plus half at square. So this whole term can be replaced by the displacement s. Now we have v square equals to u square plus 2a, and at this place we can put the s. Now the equation is b square equals to u square plus 2a. Now second method. Second method means y calculus. Again we have, using the formula of acceleration, dv by dt, it can be written as dv by dt multiply by displacement and divided by displacement. By managing it, we can write dv by df and df by dt. As you know that df by dt, displacement upon time, is velocity. So this can be written as v at the place of this df by dt, and this is dv by df. So the relation is this v df upon dv upon df. By cross multiplying, we have a df equals to v dv. So on integrating with the limit a df, here the limit is 0 to f and here the limit is v dv, u to v. On solving, a is taken outside, integration of df is f. Now b, integration of b dv is v square upon 2 with limit u to v. 2 is taken cross multiply, 2af, then v square minus u square. By using the formula we have b square equals to u square plus 2af. This is the third equation of motion. So you can note down this also by pausing the screen and by playing the video again. Now we will meet in our next class. Till then, goodbye.